Hello guys, it is Flame here, and today we will be making a tier list with all the current ranged heroes, including Spectra and Cedric. Now, one thing I need to say before I start this, it's going to be really hard to place these somewhere because they are brand new. We have never seen them in battle, so this is kind of like just my opinion just from looking at the skills. We'll be starting from the front. Louis, I still use him in my main March with Sophie just because of his rage regen, but I don't think Louis can be placed much higher than a B. Louis by himself, he's really good, but he gets outclassed by so many people, and he is an old hero. People are heroes like Julia, Jack, Lynn, Sophie, Bard, Spectra, Cedric, Ethan, all of them beat Louis, so I can't place him any higher than a B. One more thing, I will not be going through each one of the skills. I will probably say some things about the skills, but I will not be going through the skills like I did last time. This will be a fast and quick tier list. Next up, Maya. I can't place her higher than D. She's just old. The problem isn't what she brings to the table. The problem is what she does not bring to the table. And you can say the same about Nora. Nora is also pretty bad at this point. Was never good. You could argue that she's a C, but no, she's a D. Johnny Carey, I would place him in C. Still, all of these heroes are old, and they are outclassed by heroes like Sophie, like Lynn, like Ethan, like Cedric. So I can't place them any higher. Again, the problem about these is not what they bring to the table, it's what they do not bring to the table. Chun, I would place Chun in a B tier. Same with Louis. She's an old hero. She's pretty viable. I like her 50% chance of silencing, which is a nice skill, and she has a lot of travel speed. But she's outclassed. And I cannot put her in A, or I cannot put her in S. Julia is an interesting one. I will put her in A. She is still very viable. I see a lot of people using her. Not a lot in the top brackets anymore, but that's just because we have other better heroes. But her silence is still good. She has a little increase in skill damage. She has a lot of skill damage. She has 40% range squad HP, which is the highest in all the range heroes. So she's good, but she's not elite anymore. Jacob, he's an interesting one. He is old. He can be put in C, but I will put him behind here in B, just because he's old. I remember Louis, Jacob, Garrison's being really good, but I would still, when Garrison with ranged, I would still rather put Sophie in front of Ethan, in front of Jacob. Sorry, I would still do Louis Sophie or Louis Ethan instead of Jacob. So he's just old. Jack Bronte, he's an interesting one. The only problem I have with him is that he is such pay to win, but I will put him in A. I will put him behind Julia, in my opinion. I've not been able to experience him to the fullest because he is such an expensive hero to get. But he will go here right into A. Lynn, I will have to put Lynn in A. I should have made an SS here, a tier above this as well. But is she better than Jack? On pure stats, no. But she is way easier to get, and you do not have to spend 1200 fragments to awaken her like you have to do with Jack. Sophie, first S tier. I should have made this a little bit better, but she is my favorite ranged hero of all time. Just her skill damage, her awakening skill, just everything. Her HP. She has a little bit of travel speed. The reports I get with her is just insane. She could take a 2-for-1 trade but still come out on top just because of her skill damage. Let's say that you are dealing 1000 damage to the opponent and the opponent is dealing 2000 damage to you, but you're using a Sophie and Louis, for example. There's a big chance you will still win just because of her skill damage. Bard, I think is a hard one. I think now with Cedric coming in, he he's going to be really viable again, but I'm going to put him the highest in the A tier just for rallies though. Only for rallies. His skill damage increase is really good. He has some defense, some HP. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about the silence skill, but that really isn't a thing because Julia, or it is a thing, but it's not something that you will be using because Julia, she is also outclassed at this point in rallies. Spectra, she's an interesting one. I'm really unsure what to do. Of course, she's going in S, but she has not been used before. I think her stealing rage thing is really interesting, but I don't think she is better than Sophie. I will be getting her, and I will probably be playing her as well, but she is not the top of my list right now. She will probably be soon, but not right now. I would still choose Sophie over Spectra just because of her skill damage, and skill damage really is the meta right now. Cedric, I think Cedric is so hard to place. A fully transcended Cedric is 100% going to do better than Sophie. I also think especially his awakening skill can be interesting to see. His super weapon is OP, like it's really OP. But do I think he beats Ethan? I do not think Cedric beats Ethan. There you go. I think Ethan on Garrison will do better than Cedric on rallies, and that's what they are intended for. We just have to see about both of these two. I think both of them can be really interesting to see. I still think a Bard Cedric rally will do insane against, for example, a Boyd Stella. We will just have to see. I know a lot of people are going to be getting this guy immediately. I'm probably going to go for him, but not awaken him immediately. Just trying to get him. Same with Spectre right here. I will be focusing on Sophie, and then I will be focusing on Ethan, even though I am a rally main. Yeah, this is my tier list. Leave a comment about what you think, if there's anything you would change and why. I would be happy to hear some of your guys' opinions, especially on these new Spectre heroes. But that was what I had. Thank you for watching. Flame signing off.